What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nate the Great YouTube channel. My name is Nate, and we are on day 2 of phase 2 of my health journey, which means I hit Wonderland. If you've ever been watching my previous couple of videos, I hit Wonderland about 2 or 3 days ago, and now I am focused on gaining some muscle and trying to maintain my weight. Weighed in this morning here at about 201. Oh no, what's happening? Am I gaining weight? Am I already off the rails? Of course not. No, I spent my day yesterday. I did a sugar bomb in the morning. I went out and did an awesome walk in right after that. And then I had some lean meat for lunch right after the gym. My wife and I went to the gym. We had an awesome gym session. We're doing more mobility and more body weight stuff. And so it's definitely challenging our bodies in different ways. We're having a lot of fun with it. And so, yeah, I ate a bunch of lean meat right after that. And then I had a big sugar bomb in the evening. I ate up to 2,800 calories or something like that. So what am I doing exactly for the next phase here? And so my plan is every day that I'm not going to the gym, which is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, I'll be doing sugar fasting. So today is one of those days. So I woke up this morning, had my normal sugar bomb. I'm out here zooming on my non-negotiable. So welcome aboard the Zoom train. And then, yeah, I'll be doing a sugar bomb for lunch if I feel hungry. And then in the evening, right before bed, around like 6 to 8 o'clock, I'll be doing another sugar bomb, but with a little bit more emphasis on calories and making sure that I'm getting fully satiated. Then on the days where I'm going to the gym, which currently are planned for Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, I'll be doing exactly what I did yesterday, which is another normal sugar bomb in the morning, a slight sugar bomb about an hour before the gym, just to give myself a little bit of a boost, even though I don't really need it, but it's just, something that I'm working on. Maybe I'll adjust it over time. And then having lean meats in the afternoon, right after the gym session. Again, I'm focused on getting around 150 grams of protein, which means I'm going to have to eat around 350 to 600 grams of lean meats, and that's fine. Scallops. I had some scallops. I had some shrimp. I had some chicken breasts and some tuna. It was all fantastic. Just mix it all together, gobbled it down, and that inevitably is going to cause my weight to go up a little bit. Again, not worried. Got into my tool belt, pulled out my sugar fasting protocol. Going to be working on that today. So, in addition, today is day 3. This is week 3, of my marathon training protocol, and I am on my 5K journey. So today, right after I film this video, which is going to be a very short video, but that's okay, I'm going to be doing a walk run where I walk for 1 minute and then jog for 4 minutes. And I'll be doing that a cycle of about 5 times. That'll be my run today. And then my Thursday run will be an actual extended 10-minute jog, followed by a 1 minute walk and then another 10-minute jog. So we're really ramping up the 5K training, and I'm excited to kind of share more of that in more depth with the specific. And so, yeah, a lot of things going on. Did a Q&A yesterday. So if you haven't seen that video yesterday, go ahead and grab that. There's some fun tidbits about, me and my life, but really we talk about, health and weight loss and what that all means. So go check that out. I have some timestamps in the description. If you just have a specific interest in a specific topic, you can definitely check that out. So yeah, also this YouTube channel, I had no expectations coming into what this was all going to be and my overall things. I'm close to 100 subscribers, and that's really cool. I know I rode the wave there on the sugar fasting. It kind of just fell in line. I didn't have any intentions of actually making sugar fasting videos. It's just that's coincided with the timing of me starting the YouTube channel, and just that's the first thing out of the gate that I started to do. And so I'm really happy that I got a bunch of subscribers. Wasn't really focused on it. When you're trying something new, again, when you're doing something different, chasing the results, chasing the comments, chasing the algorithm, it just seems like a fool's game, in my opinion, which is, if that's all you're focused on is engagement, if that's all you're click through and watch and this and that, you're really going to lose the thread when it comes to just learning the process. I've made some mistakes, and in fact, I've kind of gone back to filming in the normal, with the bars on the side, but eventually I'm going to find a tool to be able to film it to where I can film it in 16:9. But again, I'm not in a big hurry. So anytime you're trying something new, and this is what I want to talk about today, and I'm going to keep the video under 10 minutes. So anytime you're doing something new, anytime you're trying something new for the first time, you're going to look silly. You're going to do it very ineffectively. And that's okay. I think that's important part of growing and learning is you're going to look a little silly doing stuff. You're going to not know how to do all the things. When I first filmed that first video of The Journey Begins, I didn't even have any editing software on my computer. I didn't even know how to edit things. And so now I'm just continuously learning and growing. Yesterday, I learned how to put timestamps on a video. Again, everything is incremental improvements. Everything, has a place of making a mistake, learning how you made that mistake, and then growing and getting better from there. So I would just encourage everybody, whatever health journey, whatever goal you're working on, the first part is literally taking that first step. This marathon journey of mine is something that I've been wanting to do for 20 years. And I just keep I kept finding myself just saying, oh no, that would be fun to do, but it's just too much. And, I don't know. And then eventually now I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm going to go do it. And I'm just going to try. And that's really the first step in just getting out the gate, is just starting. And so I can't encourage everybody enough. If you are on the fence about anything in life that it scares you or, makes you like really nervous, just try it. Because what's going to happen is this. And this is I know this is a cliche, but there's two types of pain in life. There's the pain of regret, and then there's the pain of discipline. And the pain of regret can be pretty debilitating and long lasting. The pain of discipline can be momentarily really hard and difficult, and even probably more difficult than the pain of regret. However, eventually that pain of discipline fades, and you just get into a stride and you learn something. You learn a new tool, or you learn a new skill, etc. And those are the fun things about life, is if your only goal is to, one day learn how to play the guitar perfectly, and, that's what you want to do, you're going to find yourself never starting, because you can't just pick up a guitar and be perfect at it day one. Same thing with your health, same thing with any skill or anything you're doing in life. And this goes out to anybody, like I said, on the fence about trying that one thing that you've always wanted to do, but you've just been hesitant because you're just worried that it's going to take too much time or too much energy. And to that I say, look, fine, but you need to prioritize things in your life that matter to you. And if you think, man, it would be really cool to be able to do this thing. My wife and I have been talking about going to Havasupai, which is it's in the Grand Canyon up in Arizona, and it's about a 7-mile hike down. So one of the big reasons why I put on this weighted vest and I come out here and I walk for every day is I'm practicing for that adventure that I eventually want to get set up. And that's the one thing, is in life, it's a one-way street all the way down to, the end times for everybody. Live your life. Don't have those regrets, and don't have that pain of regret. So anyways, everybody, I hope everybody's having a nice day. Hope everybody's getting out there and doing their non-negotiable, whatever it is. And remember, the pain of regret is forever. The pain of discipline is temporary, and it can lead to some amazing new doors being opened in your life. So I'll see everybody on the next one. Bye.